role have campaigns played in the life of Grace Avenue? I've always said that Grace Avenue is like a new church every 3 years. That is because of the influx of new people that come in. So many of you have been here for just a short period of time, others a little bit longer, others a little bit longer than that. But every few years, it's time for us to rethink what we're doing. It's time for us to think strategically. It's also time for us to think about, do our facilities fit the ministry that we have? And so every few years we've had campaigns, and these campaigns have been built around new strategic plans. They've been built around the building of new buildings, and most importantly, they've been built around raising funds to help build those new buildings. And so we've had several campaigns, capital campaigns and investment campaigns, and those campaigns have been crucial to how our church has grown and how our church has continued to carry the momentum into the future. We started with God will make a way, and boy did God make a way when He brought us to this land and to that first building which we've talked about previously. And then we built a second building under the campaign that was called Celebrate What God Will Do. Then we put together a strategic plan. We had a campaign called Bridge to the Future. And before long, we started looking towards the building of our permanent sanctuary, and that brought us to the campaign that was known as Because of God's Love. Since then, we have carried these campaigns out. One of my favorites was a campaign called My Church Says Yes. And then after that, we came to the time in which we were moving towards a brand new decade. And so we did a campaign that was called 20 Next, to not only talk about the first 20 years of Grace Avenue, but the next 20 years of Grace Avenue. And then most recently, we've had our last investment campaign that was built around our new strategic plan that we're living into right now called Grace Upon Grace. Every time we have a new campaign, new leaders emerge, new generosity emerges, and new forms of creativity in our ministry emerge as well. It's always important for us to have these campaigns. They're a lot of work, but in the process, we have a lot of fruit that is born from these great campaigns.